Hello everybody, this is Fronito Bobbin here, and welcome to race number 35 of the 2020-21 NROL Siemens National Series season. This is the Geico 300 at the Talladega Super Speedway. Yep, it's now Siemens National Series time here at Talladega in the penultimate weekend of the season. Yes, sir. So then, what's the point situation in this race? Well, first of all, there's a pit box that just isn't filled in. Ah, well. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, someone forgot their pit box. I guess they had to borrow one from the lower tier team or something. Anyways, so what is up with the points situation in the Siemens National Series? Well, you may remember, or if you've been paying attention to the NROL Goldfish Trucks Series season, Grant Enfinger coming into that race needed to be consistent in order to have a really good shot at winning this championship, and well, or winning that championship, not this championship, that championship. So, like I said, Enfinger had a comfortable lead over the next guys in points. Just needed a good day, and he had one. And the situation is the same for Hubi Lex Pulse. Hubi Lex Pulse is in a very similar position as Grant Enfinger. So all Hubi needs to do is just the same thing as Grant Enfinger did. Just has to have a good day, and he should be in strong contention for the championship next weekend. Actually, well, next week. Actually, but just to say it, as long as Hubi Lex Pulse does well today, he will have a comfortable points lead going into the final race. But of course, his two biggest challengers are Anthony Logan and Matthew Brown. Both of those drivers were right behind Hubi Lex Pulse in points until just last week, when Matthew Brown and Anthony Logan both got involved in accidents that set them way back, and Hubi had a really good day, so that was what he needed to get that huge points gap. So it just needs to keep that points gap now for the last two races of the season, and he'll be good. So then, I think that's everything that needs to be said for the intro, so let's now get down and give you a starting grid for the day. Michael Nedcomb is starting on the pole for this one, and it turns out it is actually Daniel Hemrick that they forgot his pit box. Oopsies. I don't know how, but for some reason I forgot to give Daniel Hemrick his pit box. But oh well, Daniel Hemrick is starting alongside Michael Annett in the front row, so that's pretty interesting. Junior Motorsports driver starting up front. Third place is Texas. Fourth is Nathan Mon. Fifth is Matthew Brown. Sixth is Keaton Ruchin. Seventh is Hende. Eighth is Cody Goforth. Ninth is Sebastian Hickelon. 10th is Riley Herbst. 11th is Austin Murray. 12th is Anthony Logan. 13th is Noah Grayson. 14th is Ryan Sieg. 15th is Justin Daly. 16th is DJ Reed. 17th is Bob Comp Films. 18th is Edgewood. 19th is Ross Chastain. 20th is Harrison Burton. 21st is Hubi Lex Pulse. 22nd is Anthony Alfredo. 23rd is A.J. Allmendinger. 24th is Pierre McShane. 25th is Kana. 26th is Casey Henneko. 27th is Austin Sinner. 28th is Chase Briscoe. 29th is Jose Mills. 30th is Dame Blue. 31st is Tyler Tomasi. 32nd is Brandon Jones. 33rd is Justin Longire. 34th is Zachary Fitzwater Sr. 35th is Greg Graff. 36th is John Doe. 37th is Ernie Evans. 38th is Bob Punter. 39th is Shane Lamb. 40th is Bizarre Navani. 41st is My Sunday. 42nd is Can't Drive. Yeah, I don't know if I made that mistake, but for some reason I forgot to give Henrik his pit box. Actually, and that on that car looks a little bit messed up, but it's just an aesthetic. Despite some weird looking aesthetics, Dan Henrik still has too much chances for a win this season. So, Hubi starting mid pack. He's actually on the high line, so we'll have to see how that works out for him. Although Matthew Brown is starting not high up, but he's there in 5th. Anthony Logan, I don't know. Oh, Anthony Logan's up here as well, so Hubi Lex Pulse has a comfortable points lead, but needs to keep it for, well, at least for this race. But if for some reason Hubi has a bad day, well, oh boy. it could really open up this championship going to the final race of the season. But that's the final race of the season. This is the second to last race of the season. So what's going to happen here? Well, I have no idea, but looking forward to finding out. Also, we have noticed, yes, Kana is here. Kana running her final Siemens National Series race of the year. As we know, Kana won the Siemens Nationals earlier this season at Atlanta. That was the first Atlanta race. And now, Kana getting a super speedway experience today at Talladega. Now, Kana hasn't actually done too much super speedway racing. The closest she's done is that she ran the boring duels back at Daytona earlier this season, and it seemed, weirdly enough, Kana looked really well, or did really well in the qualifying for the Daytona 500. But then when the duels happened, she fell off like a rock and ultimately didn't make the race. But anyways, Kana gets super speedway experience here in the Siemens National Series. And in case you're wondering, yes, Kana will be running tomorrow's Cup Series race as well. So, as Kana has quite a lot of super speedway experience to get this weekend, green flag is in the air for the Geico 300 from Talladega in the second to last race of the season in the Siemens National Series. Daniel Hammer doing pretty good here, off to a strong start. With Texas right behind him. Texas still looking for his first win in the Siemens National Series. He only has 2 races left to do it. So let's see if he can. Also, one thing worth noting, if you watch the Go for Structures race, there was quite a lot of 3-wide action. And yep, we are now already seeing that today. Thing is, though, we can't drive in this race, so one of these lanes is going to get slowed up here. So, don't be in the wrong lane once we catch to the can't drive. Dang, Hamrick, though, does a pretty good job leading the opening lap. Also, do apologize for any frame drops. That is just how the mod is. Nothing I can really do about it apart from turn down the graphics settings, which I really don't want to do. Now, one other thing to note from the Go for Trucks this race, Zachary DeLillo started on pole and led quite a few laps. By quite a few, I mean like 5 or 6 laps. And we might see the same thing from Daniel Hemrick. And Hemrick is driving that legendary number 8. And that's the number that Dale Jr. made famous back at in his DEI days. So, Daniel Hemrick has a chance to continue that legacy of number 8. But yeah, 3-wide action throughout the whole field. But Daniel Hemrick doing a pretty good job at leading this field, but based on what we saw in the Truck Series race, he won't be up here for too long. Or maybe he will. Maybe he'll surprise us all and lead all the way to the green flag, or green all the way to the second flag, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Yeah, there we go. Here comes Anthony Alfredo. Now to the inside lane. And here is AJ Allmendinger. And so is Casey Diego, and here comes Kana. Feels like it's been forever since we last saw Kana out here. Oh well. Kinda gotta get all the practice you can get before she goes full-time cup racing next season. But here she is. Was it 9th a second ago, and now she's all the way up to 2nd Very good stuff. Ooh, Hubert Pulse. Quite deep in the field. As now the entire field is now 3 wide. So yes, 3 wide is going to be something that we're going to see quite regularly this weekend, as it seems. But who said that was a bad thing? Thing is, the Hubert Lexpool is kind of stuck. So, and he's not stuck in a good place. So, I mean, he's not doing terrible. Actually, he's at least doing better than Matthew Brown, but not doing that much better than Anthony Logan. So, we'll have to see what Hubert Lexpool is able to do from now to the finish. Meanwhile, I'll get up to the front. All that being said, though, we did mention you can't drive. Would it be entertaining, though, if someone were to just spin out, can't drive? Well, here's some interesting drivers. The manufacturer battle is all on the bottom lane here. Got Ernie Irvin, Trent Lee here, Bob Punter, and Shane Lamb. And last week's winner, Tyler Tomasi, up here as well. I tell you what, though, while the bottom line is moving up, the middle and the high lanes, not so. They got a whole new field of cars up here. And Can Driver is not far up the track now. So let's see how this field does with getting around him. Ringer moves the high lane. And Freeman moves to the low lane. The question is, which lane is going to get held up behind Can't Drive? Let's see. So you got 3 lanes. You got the middle lane, the high lane, and the low lane. Could be the high lane, actually, as Can't Drive is running high. Yeah, there goes Freeman on the way to the inside lane. And there we go. Oh, man, we got some spin outs. We got a caution and crash. Crash has happened. Thanks to Can't Drive. Oh, dearie me. A big one, I think, has just happened. And that's going to bring out the first caution of the day. Under caution for the first time. It would look to be a pretty big accident there. So let's go back in time, and I believe that had to do all with Can't Drive, as drivers were just trying to get around him and they couldn't. I was debating on whether we should let Can't Drive in this race or not, and maybe that wasn't a good idea. So what happened anyway? Oh, driver is the inside line, and oh, there we go. And the whole high line all got taken out there. Which is probably to be expected. Man, drivers just having absolutely scrambled. Well, that's how they go. Oh, Shannon was just in front a minute ago, is now all the way back. But most importantly, how did Hubert Pulse make it through that? Because he was stuck in the middle lane there, but now. I think he made a little bit of contact. On the front end, we're going to have to look at that more closely. Let's look at this from a different perspective. Oh, the rear chase. No, that was a good one. Let's see what actually happened here. So he dives down. Ah, Connor, unfortunately, got stuck in that. Oh, well. Looks like there's too much damage. Ooh, boy, it's close. Okay, well, nobody hit him that was spinning out and losing control. He may have made a little bit of contact with Chase Briscoe and Edward. But for the most part, he didn't do too bad. Well, there you go. Thanks to the antics of Can't Drive, we are under caution for the first time today. So then let's fast forward a little bit and see who pits and who doesn't pit. Oh, Anthony Logan coming to pit. I think that's all the guys that got involved in the crash, though. Yes, that's everyone who was involved in the crash coming in for service. Tell you what, though, Anthony Logan coming up pit road, that's good for Hoobie. And Kana, who did get stuck in the middle, or the high lane there, she's still in it. Ooh, Anthony Logan a bit slow here. Yeah, they still got a pit road for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe the cars are broken or something? Oh, here we go. There we go. There, so driver's coming in for repairs. So I don't think we actually have any. Okay, well, okay, we have a couple of DNFs though. Oops. Is everyone still on the track here? So our Damon Blue is the last running car. Yeah, it's still got a number of good cars though. Thomas Master just won last week's race. Out of it before he even had a chance to shine. Harris Burnout as well. And two of the manufactured guys. Just like that, done for the day. So you're going to the restart. Of course, Can't Drive having to come to the bottom lane here. But Can't Drive. I don't know. So let's get forward a lap. Alright, and so pace car pulls off. Freer McShane, currently your leader. And actually, now that we're back single file, this gives an opportunity for drivers to make up some spots. So let's see how this goes. Here comes the green flag. And we are back underway. Whole bottom lane actually now getting held up by Can't Drive. Man, this fills up some weird stuff. Nathan Mon, ooh, Nathan Mon with a slingshot maneuver on Freer McShane. And here comes Zachary Fitzwater Sr. Now making his way up to the pack as well. Fun little battle for the lead. And Zachary Fitzwater Sr. I believe. Yep. He leads the field to the line there. I tell you what, this field is still pretty separated. So it's gonna be interesting to see if the. Well, yeah. So you have this front pack here. They have another back pack. So maybe next time we see Can't Drive, he could do some good with bunching this field again, unless the field can actually Get some ground here. Michael Neto leading this lap. I think the pack behind is starting to form up now. This front pack, though, unable to agree on anything. But the back, well, I think the second pack behind these guys is starting to catch up a little bit. For now, though, field a single file out front. Oh! Freedom Exchange shuts the door on Ross Chastain. You'll try to get to the bottom there. But Michael gonna lead a lap. Ah, here's the Lex Pulse. So that caution has helped out Hoobie in a way. As now that he's no longer stuck in a freight train, he's able to make some moves and get on up here. That being said, though, you don't want to make your moves too early. Especially this race being a little longer than the Truck Series race. You don't want to make your move too soon. Ooh, actually, Hoobie must have heard me there as he's now going to the middle lane. Might be playing it safe. And Freedom Exchange back to the little line. Meanwhile, we got a pack of cars really starting to form up here. It's water now down low. And now this front pack has all joined up as one. And is also a huge distance ahead of the next pack. So now that this whole field is split up into two, it's going to be interesting to see how Can't Drive is able to, well, how these guys are able to handle Can't Drive. Meanwhile, AJ Allmendinger now in the lead. That's about from Brandon Jones. Ah, texted us with a strong run on the low line. As I said earlier, Texas still looking for his first win in the series. And his part-time teammate at Balcom Films not too far back, actually Tobon Motorsports. Well, three of their cars up here. Todd Tomasi was up here for a minute, but unfortunately Todd Tomasi got taken out in that crash, so he can't back up his first win now, but at least everyone else can. And here is Balcom Films with the run on the middle line here. And now the bottom line looks to be the fastest. And AJ Allmendinger being followed by Cody Goforth and Austin Cindric up here as well. And the two Tobon Motorsports YouTube poopers have found each other now. And they're both on the high line. Meanwhile, AJ Allmendinger, now your leader. Well, still your leader. Led the last lap, and I think he's about to lead this one too. And yes, AJ Allmendinger leads another lap. Here is Sebastian Kuckelon. So now, up here in this front pack is the top 24. That's actually about as much as we had in the Truck Series race up until the caution late in that race. So, could we see another caution in this race? Well, based on the package looking, maybe. Meanwhile, Hoobie Lexpos once again in the middle line. He's, I don't know, what's it with Hoobie in that middle lane? Oh, meanwhile, drivers going to the left and right. And now Daniel Hemrick back up to the lead. Side by side with Sebastian Coquelin. And maybe notice the back of the pack, Kana has found a way to the inside line. That's the best place to be. And about to pass, can't drive again. Energy Motorsports teammate of the Emmerich. This time it's Noah Gregson. But Keyshawn Richardson with a good run on the low line. It goes high. And now Keyshawn Richardson. Not Keyshawn. Oh yeah, Keyshawn Richardson leading, but he's got Nathan Munn on his inside. And now Michael Annette getting back in front again. So meanwhile, Connor's on the low line. As I said, that's a pretty safe place to be in, actually. Ooh. Yeah, that's gonna get interesting. And now here we come up to Can't Drive once again. Connor now leaning on the low line. Nope. Michael Annette. Here's Can't Drive. Actually, Can't Drive being followed by, or it's following a slow-moving just Snoggeyer. And it's going to be the inside line that gets held up here. And all the inside line is getting held up here. And Michael Annette out getting far out in here. And now the inside line is the fastest. And everyone in the middle line getting slowed up. Oh, but they have another challenger. A slow-moving, just Snoggeyer. So these guys have 2 lap-down cars to worry about. So let's just back up with them a bit later. Michael Annette getting out in here. And Kana was able to find her way through the pack. So young Kana did a decent job there of making her way through the pack. She keeps doing that, she'll be going far. So Michael has the lead. Now you got Free McShane, Ross Chastain, and Kana. Yeah, Ross Chastain is out quietly coming up here. Meanwhile, Hubi Lexpos also did a pretty good job with making his way through the pack. Not as high up as the others, but he's there. That pack, though, is a little bit more strung out. So I'll have to see how long it takes for it to get back together. And also, it's going to be interesting to see how the second pack behind handles Can't Drive and Thingy. Oh, hang on a minute. We got another lap down car to worry about. And here goes the inside lane. And Tobaba Motorsports has linked up as they now behind Henner. Wow. Tobaba Motorsports having a really good day so far. It's like the 2 YouTube poopers trying to help out their teammate with getting a comfortable lead on this championship. As Henry was out to the lead there, the inside line has a speed, and Texas has the lead with his teammate Hubi Lexpos right behind him. Hubi Lexpos doing exactly what Grant Figure did yesterday, and running up front as much as he can, but also playing it safe. Tell you what, that last time that Alan's got it from Kid I swept the field more. Now we're down to 15 drivers in this lead pack. And Brandon Jones is out in front now. Not for long though, as here comes Second Fitzwater Sr. and the rest of the inside lane. What I kind of want to see, though, is some lapdog car really bring this whole field back together. Or at least someone maybe have an accident or something. So we can bunch the field back up together and have an epic race to the finish. So, well, I guess we just have to wait and see. I tell you what, though, I don't see Matthew Brown or anything looking anywhere near these guys. Which means, well, it doesn't mean an automatic lock for the championship for Ruben Expos, but it does mean he's that much safer. Meanwhile, lap down car, this time it's a slow-moving DJ Reed, and it's going to be the inside lane that gets slowed up this time. Oh no, the outside, oh. Actually, no, the outside lane, not the inside lane. That's going to allow Keith Richardson and various others on the inside to make their way up. Okay, next letdown cars aren't for a while. Oh well. No can't drive for the cup race tomorrow, so we won't have any field breakups there unless we have like a legitimate accident. So that first caution was all because of can't drive and him being slow. Although, that was back when the field was all bunched up. Now the field's all split up. So, with that in mind, what's gonna happen? Here's Connor coming back up. And the rest of Total Motorsports here as well. Well, Tyler may not be in this race, but he sure is watching over his teammates. And here is Kana in first. And I tell you what, this is going to be good price for Kana. And for tomorrow's Cup race. Actually, I believe Kana is the only driver in this whole field that's going to be in tomorrow's Cup Series race. Yeah. Because now that we're in the playoffs, Cup Series drivers running for points cannot run the playoff races in the Siemens National Series. Now, Kana is technically running for points in the Cup Series, but she's not running the full schedule. So that allows Kana to really do whatever she wants. So Kana in this race and in tomorrow's race as well. Should be an exciting performance for her in tomorrow's race as well. But anyways, Bakovum's on the lead, and now you got other drivers trying to make some moves. Anthony Amon now up here. But I think we need a caution right now. So, here's can't drive again. So if somebody has an accident or something happens, it will bunch his field up again. So here's can't drive once again. And it's going to be the high lane. It's not over yet. Another pair of lapdog cars not too far in front. But at least this allows Henry to get a good lead. For now. Ooh, Henry trying to get a slingshot move on these guys. There's no one else for miles, so Henry will get left out to dry in front. Oh. That being said, though, these two slow cars up here are not exactly getting out of the way. Up there they go. That being said, ooh. You know, if these two laptop cars go slow enough, several drivers from behind could use this opportunity to catch back up. Yeah, these two lap down cars creating a bit of a roadblock. I hear more lap traffic coming soon. Oh, but here goes the inside line with a pretty good run. Ooh, not quite. Dan Blue's falling back now. John Doe's just the one holding these guys up. Well, the inside line is now clear to go. And just up as that Kana's there. That being said, though, still not the end of the lap down traffic. And next up we have... Oh. Allgaier. Texodus. Really good run. Oh, man! Texodus made contact for a split second with Allgaier. Once again, this is going to cause some field separation. Ooh, but actually, the field bias starting to catch back up. This could get really interesting. So Texas may be on the lead, but it's getting all that dirty air. That, of course, is going to allow everyone behind to catch up again and form a really big group. I will say this, though, one good thing about this pack being shrunken down is that it helps the frame rate of the game. I'd like if it's for at least this lap, and Kana as well. Tell you what, Kana's been doing really good today. Keeson Richardson. And middle. Tell you what, that pack in the back isn't catching up as quickly as I thought they would. So 10 laps to go this time by. But the lap traffic isn't over. And everyone behind, if they can just form their own loop pad, they can catch up to these leaders and race for the win. And Daniel Hemrick, who started the day on pole, is back in first. Nathan Vaughn, though, with the inside lane at the moment. Kana moves down. It's a pretty small pack up here. Are the guys but actually making an effort to try to get up to these guys or not? They just butt putting around the back. Well, lap down carve of Anthony Logan. And Anthony Logan not having a good day at all. This season has really started to fall apart. And I don't see Matthew Brown anywhere either, so... Ube needed to have a good day, and that is exactly what he is having. He might even be able to lock up the championship after this race. Maybe. I'm not too sure on that. But if Hubert Expulse just does really well here, he could lock up this championship before the season's even over. Or at least have a really, really, really big cushion going into the final race. Where's Matthew Brown? I can't see. Oh, 26th? Yep. This might be it. This might be the last that Hubie needs to do in order to really just hammer his chances at winning this championship. So Daniel Hemrick leads the race. But as the season comes to a close, this race is nearly over. And Can't Drive is up ahead, which means we're going to encounter him one more time. So these drivers need to be really cautious. And it's going to be the inside lane that's going to get checked up here. Only for a little bit, though, as Can't Drive not sure where to go. Ah, it's the high line. And ultimately, it's going to be the high line that gets checked up here. Oh, I just caused Super Exposed a lot of spots. That isn't necessarily going to end his championship run, but it could hurt him. Wow. That just cost Super Exposed a lot of spots. So late into the game, too. Wow, that just really dampened his chances at winning the title. Holy moly. And Can't Drive strikes. And Hubie Lexpos just lost a lot of spots there. Well, let's see where he is in the scoring pylon here. But he just fell all the way back down to 17th. Which isn't terrible. But it's not going to help him. It's not going to make him... It's not going to make win the championship any easier. Man, he had a huge gap on the points. And now that gap has just been squashed. Wow. That last encounter from Can't Drive really did not help Hubie in the slightest. And not to say his championship run is officially over. But it is going to dampen his chances at winning the championship if he has a bad day next week. But now, it's the race to the finish. 4 laps to go. As we're just mourning Hubie's chance of winning the championship. We still have the chance for the race win. And now this whole front pack here all has a chance to win this race. Bogdan Films, A. Jumblinger, Casey Danico, Michael Annette. Who's it gonna be? Man, Texas all the way in the high lane. Not a good place to be, necessarily. Brandon Jones on the one on the inside lane. 3 laps to go. He'll be now down to 21st. I think it's too little too late for him to make up any of those positions back. Now, Lucky for Hoobie, though, Anthony Logan and Matthew Brown also did not have good days. So, the point situation is really going to be interesting to look out for going into the final race. So, Brandon Jones' lead and Kana has found a way up to the front. Alright. Time to talk about the championship a little bit later, as we now have 2 laps to go at Talladega Super Speedway. Brandon Jones leads, and Ernie Irvin is there, and there is Kana in third. Kana looking for her second career NROL Siemens National Series win. Texas on the inside line, looking for his first Siemens National Series win. And Kana goes low. And she has Daniel Hemrick right behind her. Brandon Jones shuts his door, though. And we have one more lap down car to worry about. And it is a slow-going Justin Allgaier. And as the field is going to take the white flag here, Brandon Jones leads as we are now on the final lap. And a slow-moving Justin Allgaier is going to hold up the high line. Actually going to hold up everybody. Actually, a strangey move. Strangey move on Justin Allgaier holding up the field for his teammate, Daniel Hemrick, who's now way out in front. This is going to come down to the wire here. This could be a photo finish. Brandon Jones, Kana, Ernie Irvin, all up here. Kana goes low. A very good place to be. And Kana, on the inside lane, is now on the run to try to catch up to Daniel Hemrick. Daniel Hemrick hitting all of the dirty air in the road, which will slow him up. But is it going to slow him up enough? Or does Kana have one more chance here? And no! And Daniel Hemrick, in a strategy move at the very end there, Daniel Hemrick is a first-time winner in any NRL National Series, whatever. And it comes in quite the fashion there. Justin Allgaier, who was running slowly, held up the pack. He held up everybody except for Daniel Hemrick, his teammate. That's what you call teamwork there. That is teamwork. And somehow Justin Allgaier was able to hold up the whole field except for Hemrick. And Hemrick was able to make his way around the field. And he is a winner. Tell you what a chaotic race that was. And also, just like that, Kana almost got the win. She actually almost got second, but just got edged out by Brandon Jones. And Hubi Lexpulse comes home to finish in 20th. And compared to his competitors, Matthew Brown and Anthony Logan finished 28th and 20th and 30th respectively. So, oh boy, though. Hubi Lexpulse had a chance to really, really just firm his way into this championship. He does earn 8 extra points over Matthew Brown, which is certainly going to help. But it could have been a lot more. He could have just locked up the championship right here, then and there. But no. Hubi Lexpulse does not lock up the championship. So, just like that, he's got that much more on his plate going into the last race of the season. So, your finishing order. Dan Hemrick comes home with the win. First win for him. Brandon Jones comes home in second. Good day for him. Kana comes home in third. Pretty good day for her. Gonna be interesting to see how well Kana does in tomorrow's Cup race. Ernie Irvin comes home in fourth. Bob comes in fifth. Hernandez sixth. Edwards seventh. Noah Gregson eighth. Casey Nico ninth. A. John Ninger 10th. Texas 11th. Nathan Mond 12th. Austin Cinder 13th. Decker Fitzwater Sr. 40th. Ross Chastain 15th. Keisha Richardson 16th. Sebastian Coco 17th. Michael Lennon 18th. Anthony Alfredo 19th. Hubi Lexpulse in 20th. Cody Goforth in 21st. 22nd is Andrew Monty. 23rd is Greg Graff. 24th, Freya McShane. 25th is Austin Murray. 26th is Bradley Herbst. 27th is Chase Briscoe. 20th is Matthew Brown. 29th is Brian Sieg. 30th is Anthony Logan. 31st is John Doe. 32nd is Damon Blue. 33rd is Gigi Reed. 34th is Justin Allgaier. 35th is Cam Dry. 36th is Todd Tomasi. 32nd is Bob Punter. 30th is Harrison Byrne. 39th is Shane Lamb. 40th is Jose Mills. 41st is Justin Elliott. And 42nd is Mike Snyder. Well then, As far as the championship is concerned, Hubelek Bull is still your points leader. He gains an extra 8 points on his competition. But that is not going to absolutely 100% guarantee his chance to win the championship. But that is not to say that Hubelek Bull is absolutely not going to win this championship. But it is going to put him at risk. Quite a big risk. He could have gone so many points today, which would have really... might have been able to look up the championship, but unfortunately, just not going to happen. He was there at the end too, but then got caught by Can't Drive shenanigans. Probably a good thing that Can't Drive isn't going to be in tomorrow's race. Well then, that's all from the Siemens National series from Talladega. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Got one more race to run tomorrow, and that is, of course, the NROL Skittles Cup Series. And the championship in that one, it's going to be very, very interesting to watch. That's all for today, and I will see you in whatever I make next.